I was looking last night at where the markets were the last time that the Fed met, the last time that they announced their decision on January 29th. And the 2-year yield was a little bit higher. The 10-year yield was a little bit higher. The euro has surged and gold has surged. And I wonder how much that speaks to a real shift in this idea that the Fed has, to use John's word, the privilege to act recklessly with borrowing, that the Fed wouldn't have to address that suddenly that has to actually become something that the Fed thinks about.
So I think the gold issue is really important, and you've heard me argue here. People cannot escape the dollar as a reserve currency, but they can start slowly doing two things. One is building pipes around it, and two, changing their asset allocation to include a little bit of other things. And gold is one of the other things. So this should be flashing yellow in Washington here, that if gold continues to go up, regardless of all it's broken down all its historical correlations, there's something going on about the dollar internationally. And that's something that they have to take really seriously.
When you say that they should have other things in their portfolio besides just gold, maybe central banks, what else?
So you see the shift. You see suddenly crypto has become more acceptable institutionally, which was unthinkable just 2 years ago. You see the dollar. You see investors now say diversify away from the U.S., diversify away from the U.S. So whether it's the household sector, the corporate sector, or the sovereign wealth funds, they're all looking for an alternative. Now, the good news for the U.S. is you cannot replace something with nothing, right? So there is no other currency that steps in, and that's why that shift is going slowly, but we don't know where the critical point is, and that's why the U.S. has got to be careful.